What's up, guys? Welcome to Bro Beats. Today I'm going to show you how to humanize your beats. All right, this is the best method that I know how to do. There's two methods, two steps to each method. The first method I'm going to show you is going to be kind of the more harder version, but it's going to have the best result. Second one is going to be kind of like, the easier way to do it, but you're still going to have to, do a little bit. But this is going to make it sound realistic. So this is what it'll sound like if you just press the keys in. All right, kind of harsh. It works, but it's not realistic. So the first step to this method is what you want to do. You want to hold Alt and press R. And actually, let me set this up so you can see what this looks like. All right, press R. All right, you can see mine's already to the left. To the left is going to make the lower note the lowest velocity. This is the most common. All right, but you can make a decision to flip the other way, right? You can have the velocity go the other way. It's up to you, but this is something you want to do. All right, so let's go out of that. Let's pull this back here. And I'm just going to scroll this down. And why I want to do that is so that it has room to space these notes out. All right, so you can go all the way up, but I go about half, 1/3 of the way. Somewhere around there is fine. All right, so first step is done. Second step is actually making it humanized by being human. All right, you're like, what does that mean? You're actually going to click the notes in as if you were pressing it with your finger. I know you have midis, but if you don't and you have a mouse, I'll show you how to get that same kind of humanization or whatever to it. So let's well, I don't know if everyone has this version, but you can just scroll out. You can scroll out as much as you can. And now this knob up here, this like knob, you want to pull it all the way down so that you can barely see where anything is. Now turn snap to grid off. No snap. Now what you want to do is click these notes. And why you want to do this is because it is going to copy the note that you click. So next time you click it, it's going to have the same velocity as you can see over here. All right. And this is why I said this like the more, this method is going to give you a little bit more work. So what you want to do is click it, delete it, and just press somewhere. All right. It's a lot of clicking, but it's going to be worth it. Delete that. Pull that. All right, so if you scroll in, it doesn't look bad now. When you scroll in, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? But that's the human part of it. It's like, it's not perfect. And of course you can come in here and like, you can mess with it and you can see how much, you can mess up as far as putting it on the grid. And that's what you want. So let's play this. And I would usually just turn the velocity down with pianos because I don't really like the way it sounds like this. I would turn them down. You can like mess with some of them like that. You can do all that, but this is what it'll sound like. All right, a lot more realistic than the last one. Now with this one, I will fix some of these, like the velocity on this one. But you don't have to if you want to keep that realism in it. All right, so that's the first method. So let me quantize this. And then the easier way to this, oh wait, quantize. Whoa, I haven't seen this thing come up in a while. It still didn't work. All right. So now the other way to do it, the easier way to do it is to just click them in off from the get-go. Don't even mess with the velocity, just click them in. So if you can remember these, then go for it. But just click them in as fast as possible. All right. Like, don't even think about it, just click them in. And then if they're off, you can just drag them down. All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that if I can remember. All right. And then I guess you can mess with the velocity now, but I would probably want to do a little bit. Turn them down, and here you go. And that's off. All right, and when you zoom in, and of course I messed up. Let me see, what did I mess up here? There you go. And let's zoom in, and you'll see how, like, you see how messed up that is. Well, that's how it would look sometimes. You know, if you actually played it, the MIDI, sometimes it will actually look like that. Like it will be off. A note will be ahead or off by a lot because of the delay. So now with your actual melody, so we have this. To add some more realism, you probably want to duplicate these, shift, click and hold and drag, and just pull them down, control down. All right. And I just put these down about halfway of the actual like entire progression. So like you see how this is matched. I just pull it down around here. All right. All right. Now for the melody, this, you do not have to do this method because you want the melody to be, you know, kind of consistent. Okay. So this is kind of the second part to the video. That was a method, you know, I just showed, or the methods. Now, when you make a melody, how to make that a little bit more realistic, you want to add like flams and stuff. All right. And stretch the notes out, and the velocity is key. So I'm gonna just try to find some notes that sound good. Half step, we can make some flams. Well, I think that's what they're called, aren't they? Yeah, flam. You can even go further. Let's see. Mess with that velocity. Stretch them out, make them overlap. All right, you can see it's kind of sounding a little bit realistic. All right, and what I like to do a lot of the times, this part of the video is kind of like an extra, you know, it's not really the method, but it's just some other tips a part of this video. Hold Alt and you can mess with and let me zoom in so you can see. You can mess with, you can like fine tune it, and I do this a lot. You can see you can fine tune it. All right. So let me move that and just show you. I think that's too much. All right, here you go. Let's see what that sounds like. All right, and that should be good. And then a lot of times when you're playing piano, you mess up. Like you have like little notes here that overlap. You can put that in there too, make it more realistic. All right, and then we can do a comparison real quick. Over here, I'll just quantize everything, so you can really see the difference rather than just listen to me talk. So let's pull this down. Let's go to maybe 1/4 will be good. Yeah, that should be good. And then let's turn the velocity up, same velocity, and we can just see which one sounds better. All right, we'll do this one first. Or actually, let's do this one. Right, so this one sounds a little bit more realistic, like someone's playing it. All right, if you want this up, you can turn it up, and you can mess with the velocity on these, right? If you want this melody to stand out a little bit more. All right, so that's the method. That's something quick that you can just do to add some more realism to your actual, melodies and stuff. All right. This part is completely fine. I'm not saying you have to do this method. But, a lot of people want to know, I don't know how to play piano. How do I make them, sound more human? This is a way that you can do it. All right. And I think this is the best way besides pressing the strum. Now, if you want to strum it, go ahead. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying if you want it to sound a little bit more, you want some actual realism to it, then put realism in it. Don't sit here and just, oh, let me just strum, No, that's the computer is doing it. This box is doing it. You want to do it yourself because that's the point of a MIDI, so you can press it in yourself, right? All right, and that sounds nice to me. So that's gonna be it for this video. Again, just to let any beginners know, there is nothing wrong with this. All right, there's nothing wrong with it. Of course, it doesn't sound as good as like some realistic piano playing, but if you make a beat with this and it sounds good, there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying, if you do want some more realism, here you go. Here's a tutorial for you. Here's some ideas. All right, hopefully it works for you. If it doesn't, then just let me know. Maybe I can change the tutorial up. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.